All right, guys, I'm back. It's August 16th, and we got some player props, baby. The hit ones are back. It's been how many days? Oh, here we go. I found two that I absolutely love. Let's recap the season. All right, we got two tiers when it comes to these player props where we select players just to record a hit. And on our tier one player top plays of the last 122 that I suggested on the channel, we correctly selected 101 of them, missed on just 21 for an 83% hit rate. All right, and then on our tier two plays, which all the plays that I have for today fall under this category, we're hitting it at a 74% hit rate, hitting 187 of them, missed on just 65 of them, baby. All right, let's get right to the plays for today. All right, you know we can't get to the plays before we do this. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. If you're new here, it's okay if you didn't hit that like button. You could now. The other ones, they know to do it in the beginning of the, the video and stuff like that. But, if you stick here long enough, you'll catch on. And if you're feeling really generous, a lot of people, you know what they do? They usually throw the W in the comments because that's what we're going to be doing today, baby. We're going to be winning with these two players. All right, let's go. First up, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Oh, what did he do with us the last time we used him? Oh, he hit a flipping home run. Can you do it again? That's okay if you can't. All we need to do is just to record a hit. Can you do it for us? He's going up against Kyle Hendricks. And when you look at Hendricks' pitch usage percentage, he loves that sinker. He throws it 46% of the time. And you throw it so much, maybe you should be good at it, but you're not. A 311 batting average given up. Absolutely amazing. Exactly what I'm looking for, when we're looking for a player like Guerrero to record a hit for us, because Guerrero crushes a sinker at a 312 rate all season long. Moving on to the next pitch, 34% of the time, Hendricks throws the changeup, a 245 batting average. Okay, that's an average pitch. It's a hittable pitch. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., a 270 batting average against, the changeup. And then going on to the next pitch, a curveball 15% of the time. Okay, you can be good at one of them, an 071 batting average. That's all right. That's all right, because Vladimir Guerrero Jr. crushes it at a 333 rate. So try him out, baby. That's all I can say. And then sometimes, 5% of the time, he throws the four-seam fastball. That is Hendricks, and maybe he shouldn't throw it too much because that's his worst pitch of them all. A 333 batting average, and Guerrero Jr. just loves the four-seam fastball. He crushes it at a 308 rate on the season. Now, totally disregard that line under the balls, 32 at-bats, 11 hits, 2 home runs. I forgot to delete that off from the last time. That's not what his stat line is versus Hendricks. Actually, he never seen him before, so it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Ballpark Pal has this listed as an extreme advantage for Guerrero. He represents the worst 9th percentile of possible matchups for Kyle Hendricks. You want to talk about hot? What is Guerrero Jr. on flipping fire? Okay, recorded at least one hit in 25 of his last 26 games, baby. A 405 batting average versus right-handed pitchers in the last 14 days, a barrel rate that's in the elite range, ISO rate that's in the elite range at 43.2%. You think he's a home run threat? He might be. He might be on my home run video that you might want to check out. We are up, 82, 83 units to the positive since June 11th over there. So maybe, just maybe, he might be on the list. I don't know. We'll see. But if you're just a person who likes to play the over 1.5 total bases, an individual straight kind of bet, I think that's in play. But as always, if you're new here, or if you've been here long enough, you know what it is. The baseline prediction is just for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. to record a hit. All right, next up, and the guy that I'm going to look to parlay with Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in a hit parlay, Alec Bohm. And before we get into the matchup, let's go right to, the matchup, if you will. 25 at-bats between the two of them, 9 hits and 2 home runs, a 360 batting average. Alec Bohm versus Patrick Corbin. And when you look at Patrick Corbin's pitch usage percentage, 35% of the time he throws a sinker, and he is horrible at it. A 370 batting average given up. And when you look at Bohm, I just kind of like went to a smaller window of time, okay? About a month and a half, the full month of July, and, we're halfway through August. What is he doing against the sinker? A 625 batting average. Moving on to the next pitch, 30% of the time, the slider, a 242 batting average. Okay, nothing to be afraid of, especially when Bohm is crushing the slider at a 333 rate. The third pitch, the cutter, 21% of the time, a 244 batting average given up by Corbin. In the last, month and a half, he's only seen it one time, Bohm, so a little bit of a wild card with that ball. And then moving on to the fourth pitch, 9% of the time, the four-seam fastball. You could throw this all day long because he gives this one up at a 351 batting average. Bohm crushes the four-seam against the four-seam for the last month and a half at a 333 batting average. Ballpark Pal has this listed as a strong advantage for Alec Bohm. He represents the worst 16th percentile of possible matchups for Patrick Corbin. You talk about someone else that's hot. I mean, he's just a little bit less hot than Guerrero Jr., but one of the hottest players in the MLB right now. He's Bohm. He's recorded at least one hit in 17 of his last 19 games, a 438 batting average for his left-handed pitchers in the last 14 days, a barrel rate that's a little light at 4.4, but it's been like that all season long, an ISO rate that's, in the elite range. So he's a low home run threat for me. Let's just say he's not on the home run video, okay? We'll put it that way. But I think he does have the power for extra bases. So if you're a player that, I don't want to parlay anything, you just want to play individual bets, and over 1.5 total bases is kind of like your thing, that's in play. But as always, like I said, baseline prediction is just for Alec Bohm to record a hit. So I'm going to try to parlay him with Guerrero, like I said, and hopefully we get some reasonable odds. If we don't get reasonable odds, then it's not going to be as fun, okay? Because I'll have to I'll put in the pinned comments a honorable mention if we need to, if we have to build a 3-leg parlay. Hopefully we can get something reasonable between these two. So there you go. Bohm, Guerrero, and I just want to say I love every single one of you guys. You guys have been showing so much love in the comments section. It's been on flipping real. And I'm having a bunch of fun doing this, even though it takes a lot of time. And sometimes it's a pain in the you-know-what. But when it's all said and done, it's a net positive, and I'm having more fun than not. And you guys just make it that much more fun with all the interest and everything. So we'll just leave it right there, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.